Good evening. We are here with part 3 of Chapter 9 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Town That Never Sleeps. To recap, Aerith and Cloud were in the park.
I wouldn't expect a fair fight in this town.
Think we can win it all?
That's one thing I'm definitely sure of.
I appreciate the confidence, just don't get too cocky, okay?
So, Aerith and Cloud talked in the park. Aerith was telling her about her first boyfriend, who was also in Soldier, and this caused Cloud to have a headache. We saw Tifa, who was dressed up, to see Don Corneo, and Cloud was going to let her go, and Aerith told Cloud, no, you need to go after her, because, Don Corneo's a really terrible person, and we can't let Tifa fall into his clutches. And then we got to Wall Market. We met Chocobo Sam and Madam M. We met Leslie, who's like Don Corneo's like right-hand guy. We weren't able to meet Andrea yet. He wasn't available. Sam wouldn't help us. Madam M would help us. And now we're going to be fighting in this tournament to try to win enough money to buy Aerith a dress so she can get approved to go into Don Corneo's mansion to try to help get Tifa out. So now we're in the arena. The first floor is just like a lobby. You've got a bunch of, benches. It's fancy. Chinese themed, just like a lot of the stuff in Wall Market. So we're going to talk to the guy.
What's this? You're here to compete? I hope you know you're cutting it really close.
So this guy's just working at the arena.
Team? Team? No, it's just me.
Yes, the two of us are a team. I need to get into that audition, but I won't let anyone else fight my battles for me. That includes you, mister.
All right, team it is. Head to the waiting area down below.
All right. So we hit the button and the elevator door opens.
Down, down, down we go.
So, okay,
So,
I can't.
how deep does this thing go, you think? I wonder how many people are fighting. Hey, you're not nervous, are you?
Nope.
Really? You're even more quiet than usual.
Just trying to focus. Like you should.
Hey! Lovebirds! Over here!
In the city that never sleeps, in the paradise of debauchery and sin, of pain and pleasure, where your every desire can be indulged for the right price. Wall Market! To you esteemed connoisseurs of chaos and bloodshed, we bid you the warmest of welcome.
This is Scotch and Koch. They work for Don Corneo. They're just two of his goons, but they're funny.
Shall be yours to witness here in the Corneo Coliseum. Tonight's grand prize is no less than 1 million gil, and there's only one way to get it. Brutalize your opponents, thoroughly and utterly, viciously, without mercy, until they vomit blood. Only the most ruthless fighters, the savages still standing here at the end, shall claim the gil and the glory.
They both have two different styles of mohawks.
The blood-starved beast will battle for your amusement in the corner! Warriors of every shape and size will fight to the death before your very eyes in tonight's Corneo Cup!
Scotch has
This place is really something.
Scotch has like a green Chinese style button-up shirt. Koch has an orange vest that you can see a bunch of his torso. They both are wearing pants and boots. So we're gonna buy stuff out of the vending machine here. The tournament is 3 rounds. Oh, and there's a bench here too, down here. So the waiting room is not much. It's literally like a storage chamber with a table, a bench, and some chairs and a a vending machine. So we're gonna talk to the guy who's working at the arena. He's got like a vest, ripped up jeans, and a cowboy hat and sunglasses.
It's not your turn yet. Your names will be announced over the speaker. Just wait until.
And he's got a big gold chain. So we hear crying from the other waiting room, and it's Johnny.
Oh, you again.
Ouch, what happened? to
He's
your
all
face?
bandaged up, injured.
Just needed a little scratch, you know? So I signed up for the preliminaries, and, well, I hope you guys realize what you're getting into. I don't want to scare you, but if you can make a run for it, you should.
Cloud and Aerith, your match will begin shortly. Please make your way to the gate.
We're in way too deep to back out now.
Alright, so we are going to make sure that Aerith has her silver staff, which I forgot to equip to her. Cloud has his hard edge. We're going to make sure that both of them have fire equipped. So I'll take off. Cloud have lightning as well. He does. Okay, so I'll take off Aerith's lightning materia because it's not gonna. It's not gonna level up. And I'll give her fire because we're gonna be facing human enemies for the first 2 rounds that are weak to fire.
You two ready? Try not to get yourselves killed.
No, the guy working at the Coliseum doesn't know us. Not very
Next, we welcome
so.
two fighters, a young couple no less. Talk about a bad day. This is their first tournament, a bad first date, and most likely their last, inexperienced as they are. Or are they? Give it up for Cloud and Aerith!
Scotch and Koch are some of like my favorite like funny comic relief bad guys that I've ever seen.
Get out of here with that lovey-dovey bullshit!
What's up with the pole? Gonna do a little dance for us, baby girl?
I mean, these are the types of people that go to a tournament in Wall Market. They're gonna make comments like that.
Now I'm mad.
One of Wall Market's own, a renowned master of beasts. Will his pet make a meal of our two challengers before our very eyes? They've already been given their appetizer. Their hunger for flesh and fear is unquenchable. The teeming dogs of hell, the sanguine stalkers!
There's just like a random dude running and 2 mutated Shinra guard dogs. This is just one of Corneo's thugs, but he's good at training monsters. Tank top, black tank top with a gold dragon on it. Jeans, has an eye patch, uses a dagger. And he's got two beasts with him. He's just called the Beastmaster. So I'm gonna scan him.
I got your number.
Says a Don Corneo henchman. He wields a deadly dagger and makes monsters do his bidding. He puts these skills to good use in the Corneo Cup. When his HP gets low, he drinks a concoction that helps him keep his attacks from being interrupted. Once he's doped up, attacks no longer fill his stagger gauge. I mean, he's pretty weak though, so if you just use fire on him, it takes him out real quick. Except, unfortunately, I gave Cloud his worst magic weapon. So that's the thing about Final Fantasy VII is,
Keep it together. I'll take care of them.
Aerith is a pretty explicitly magical character, but most of the characters can be built for magic or for offense. Cloud is especially versatile in this game.
What a completely unexpected turn of events! And the winners of our match are Cloud and Aerith!
So the arena is like a Chinese themed arena. You've got like statues of like Buddhist looking gods, Chinese characters. The trio are watching us from like a box that has like a Chinese style roof over it. There's monitors above each gate that are telling us what they are. It said that the Sanguine Stalkers were 7-1, so we just dealt them a defeat when they'd only been defeated one time. So, and then around the arena, like one story up, there's seats. So now we're talking to the gatekeeper guy.
Mom. Go team.
Or
What's wrong?
he's clapping for us
The
anyway.
rules don't make sense.
Yeah, true. But maybe it'll be better in the next match?
Nah, wouldn't bet on it. Better to expect the worst.
So we're gonna go rest up.
Cloud and Aerith, your match will begin shortly. Please make your way to the gate.
So we're gonna talk to the gatekeeper again.
That's what they call beginner's luck. But the next match won't be so easy. Ready to rock?
Ready to
Just
go?
remember, try not to die.
Got Scotch and Koch back.
For the second match in our spectacular semifinals. Fresh from their first date with death, I present the Lucky Couple.
We're like unlucky for the rest of us!
Give it up once again for Cloud and Aerith.
Couple my ass! The hell you two trying to pull? You assholes cost me a fortune!
Yeah! Their opponents, the Reapers in the scrapyard, thieves and killers through and through. Two criminal for common criminals, the worst of the worst. Ladies and gentlemen, check their pockets, because they may have already robbed you blind. The most contemptible sons of bitches this town of Walmart, Bex Badasses.
Yep, Beck's badasses are back.
Hey, it's those guys.
It's those guys! Look, hot damn! Been fixing to beat you to your just desserts. Yeah! So open wide, because we're gonna serve up a heap of helping. Hey, what do just desserts taste like? Like ducklings! Like baby!
Now Beck's like got his hands up in the air. Oh, and then like
These unscrupulous-looking gentlemen.
5
It would seem
Corneo
you
thugs are
actually
coming
hate
out.
members of Bex Badasses.
Hey, that's cheating.
The only rule here is that there are no rules. Yeah. If Corneo says it's okay, you gotta suck it up.
Like a cartoony image of Don Corneo showed up.
This is ridiculous.
The Don's got a blonde
The odds are overwhelmingly stacked
blonde
against
mohawk.
this
He wears like a
bloodbath. So I implore
fuzzy
you, ladies and gentlemen, don't look away when
red
you
jacket
witness
like
the
you'd
first
expect of a criminal
fight.
overlord. He's got like a big golden medallion
Begin.
around his neck. I'll describe him more when we see him in person in a future video. So these guys are just like a crowd of thugs. They're not very strong. Beck's team are not that much stronger than the regular enemies. They're all weak to fire because they're human enemies. They'll steal your money, but you get it all back when you defeat them.
Go on.
So
Get fired up.
we're gonna use Sorcerer's Storm. That's Aerith's ability from the Silver Staff. Basically, she just does like close range AoE magic damage. It's her ability that she uses to get enemies to get away from her when she's like surrounded by people. So using fire magic quickly disperses them. Cloud's triple slash is also really good for this fight because these guys go down pretty easy. Once they use their like muscle drink that keeps them from getting their energy drink that keeps them from getting staggered, their defense goes up a little bit, but it's not a big deal.
It was 2 against, I don't remember how many exactly, but a lot. But somehow the winners of our match are... Once again, Cloud and Aerith!
So for Beck's badasses, it says they're 13-5 5 overall, but 3 of their losses were by disqualification, so they must have cheated. Now we're looking at the trio.
Well, of course he is. I did give him a massage, you know. His palm told quite the tale. He's cheated death more than a few times.
So have half the people in this town. Anyway, we're both still alive. Call it.
There you go again. One of these days, your luck is going to run out.
When I fall from grace, maybe I'll land in your parlor once more.
That is one mistake I will never repeat.
You gotta admit, Andy, the way he moves is totally amazing. Andy!
It's Andrea Rodea. They're kind of teasing him. They'll slowly work him in.
Next up, the big finale.
Yeah,
I thought you'd be happier.
just thinking about what we might face next.
But you know, we've made it this far. I'm sure we can handle anything they throw at us.
Alright. So now I'm going to put... So I've got lightning on Cloud. Let's see, do I have lightning on Aerith? No, but the ice leveled up, which is what I wanted. So now I can switch her over to lightning, because we're going to be facing robots in the next round.
Cloud and Aerith. The final match will begin shortly.
We rest. There's more and more flowers on each side. So
Please make your way to the gate.
after each round in this tournament, you can go into the other room where Johnny was at the beginning and the guys you just beat. So like Beck's badasses are in here.
Does this mean I don't gossip like dead no more?
So you.
So hungry.
Let's see, where's Beck? Oh, here he is. He's along the back wall.
Damn, you two are really something else. I could use that kind of muscle in my gang.
He's like, you want to join my gang? And we're like, no. So we're going to talk to the gatekeeper again?
Man, you proved me wrong. You guys are pretty good. It's the final match. You good to go? I've got a lot of money riding on you two. Win it for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time together is almost over. Tonight's thrilling Corneo Cup, filled with unprecedented upsets and drama, has only one match to go! We knew. We're just as disappointed as you are. But ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. So let's celebrate by getting so damn loud, they'll hear us up on the plate! Yeah! Come on! Once more, the sweethearts who've surprised us with upset after spectacular upset. The power couple with the boundless love for bloodshed. The champions of Madam M, Cloud and Aerith! Yeah! Come on now! Come on! You can do better than that! And now, 5-time winners of the Corneo Cup! Murder machines with countless kills to their name! Along with a handful of namings! The deadly duo that takes out the trash with a vengeance! The Electric Executioners! Chocobo Sam's champions! Cuddy and Sleepy! Come on now!
Robots?
More like Shinra armor.
More like cheating.
Who will walk away with the 1 million guild prize? Get ready for a fight guaranteed to go down in history! The final match of the Corneo Cup begins now!
So Sam bought a cutter and a sweeper. And he uses them to win the tournaments.
Deal with that.
As, in other words, cheating.
You okay?
So,
You jittery? One more shot.
Dang it. Aerith got silenced, so we'll have to use Echo Mist on her. So she's on the Arcane Ward, so she just double Thundaras, and that almost kills the sweeper. Fortunately, the downside to Cloud's sword is that for all the attack he gets, he also I just broke one of the blades for the cutter, which dramatically rises the stagger gauge. For all the attack he gets, it has really low magic. There's a magic weapon that's the opposite, where he has low attack and high magic. Mithra Blade, he'll get that later.
Winners of the Corneo Cup, the deadly and dynamic duo, Cloud and Aerith!
My condolences. Oh, you're taking this rather low. I was looking forward to a little temper tantrum.
You bet it all on a toss. Sometimes you get burned by Lady Luck. Every coin has two sides.
You're right, of course, even if they are both the same.
Oh, Sam puts a hand on her shoulder and he walks off.
Prize to collect.
Sorry. The madam will have to wait. The Don's demanding that we tack on one more match, it seems.
What?
If they win out, then you get paid in full.
Now hold on just a goddamn minute.
His call, not mine.
Now that that's over, we can go save Tifa.
So we'll head back to Madam M's, get you changed, and then it's off to Corneo's.
Right.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you still have one fight left.
What do you mean?
The crowd loved your show a little too much. People were placing hefty bets, much heftier than you can possibly imagine. Corneo's going to milk this for as much as he can.
Meaning what?
You face and defeat Corneo's fighter of choice, and only then will you be declared winners of the tournament.
Hey, that wasn't the deal.
Don't you think I know that?
This part always makes me laugh.
You greedy bastard! Scum-sucking piece of shit-festering asshole!
Oh.
But that's the way it is. Corneo's the one who makes the rules around here. But if you win this match, Corneo will have to accept your victory. And the crowd will make sure he does.
So this is the last one?
I sure hope so.
I don't think that there's any point in the game, this game or Rebirth or any other Final Fantasy VII, where anybody has a more accurate description of Corneo than there. He is indeed a greedy asshole. So in this particular see if we can get her something that has more than 2 slots. Do I have anything that has 3? The Cloud has, huh? I'm gonna give her Cloud's equipment because I need Aerith to have all 4 elements. Because in every Final Fantasy game, there's a boss who uses something that's known as barrier shift, Here, I'll save here too. Barrier shift is where the boss will change its weakness amongst the elements over the course of the fight. The boss that's upcoming is going to do that.
Watching you guys fight gave me goosebumps. Hope your next match is even better than the last. Ready to kick ass?
Oh.
It's not even about the money anymore, man. I just want you guys to win it all. Show them what you got.
Tonight's Corneo Cup has been a spectacle like no other. And we shared your disappointment, ladies and gentlemen, when we told you that it was coming to an end. But nobody felt it more keenly than one Don Corneo, who has decided that a bonus match is in order. Participating in this match will be this evening's leading lights, the dynamic duo that has crushed all competition thus far, Cloud and Aerith!
Cloud! Over here! Look at them! They're so adorable!
You're the man, Cloud! Aerith, I love you! Marry me!
Their opponent, buried in the bowels of the Coliseum. An unspeakable horde, long in prison, set free tonight for your entertainment! The secret star of Don Corneo's stellar stable! Enter the Hell House!
So there's like a metallic part of the floor, and it opens up. So the Hell House was originally like a really bizarre regular enemy in the original game, and they turned it into a boss. There's a few other bosses in the Remake series that are like that. So it's literally a living house. It's a machine. I mean, it's like if any of you've ever seen like Monster House, that old animated movie from like 15 or 20 years ago, where like there's like this haunted house next door or across the street from these kids, and it turns out it's like inhabited by a ghost, and it turns into a giant monster. Kind of like that concept, except it's a robot.
Have you ever seen a fight more incredible, more epic? You have not. No, sir, you have not. They'll be singing songs about tonight for generations to come. Keep your eyes glued to the action, ladies and gentlemen. The Cup's final battle begins now. The battle is short, and already I can tell you this bonus match will
I'm gonna assess it. So, Don Corneo's secret weapon, a monster in the form of a house. No one knows how it was built. When it shifts barriers, hit it with opposing elements such as ice or fire or lightning to wind, or the reverse of those relationships. To rapidly fill its gauge, when the God House mode is active, its attacks will be less effective at filling the gauge, but for a short time after this mode ends, it will be much easier to stagger. It's got a resistance to Cloud's sword. It's immune to silence. And then when it's whatever element it currently is, it'll light up. So right now it's fire. So like the windows inside the house have lit up red, which mean it's weak to ice. The house itself is painted white, and then the roof is like red tile.
So it's my turn?
It's literally like a generic like 2-story house, except it's got like metal feet on the bottom, and it's shooting attacks at us.
already found this house's major design flaw?
Don't catch a cold.
So
The architect must have had one too many.
For you, get fired up. It's your turn now.
So it's staggered, so I'm going to use Cloud's Infinity Zen. This is like a super strong attack that's designed to hit enemies when they're staggered for massive damage. It's particularly effective against bosses if you're able to line it up properly.
No, not yet.
That's Andrea. So, and the house is now changing forms a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Feet get a little bigger. Arms and have come out of the house. A head has come, like a weird turtle-looking head has come out of the front, and now it's coming after us. The feet are a little bit bigger now. So the summon gauge is, it's funny because like all the attacks are like house themed things. They're in like house call and stuff like that. Hospitality. Oh, it sucked in Aerith.
What kind of party is it? I don't know, but I'm glad I wasn't invited.
Here it comes.
One more shot.
Oh, but when you stagger it, if it takes somebody into the house, it oh, I forgot I can poison it. So I think Cloud has my poison. Yep. So I'm gonna use Bio on the Hell House. So it does 51, it looks like. So now it's in God House mode. That's where it pulls up a barrier. But God House mode does not lower the amount of poison damage it takes. So I just need to avoid its attacks. And then after, so lightning element, so we'll have Aerith use arrow. It's almost staggered. There we go. So I'm going to use Infinity's End again, because it does a lot of damage. Just go back into God House mode. Alright. Now it's weak to thunder because it's wind, so it's... Oh, Aerith got sucked in, so we'll have to use Cloud in his weaker magic. But... it's staggered again, or pressured again. Oh, but it put its shield up right before I could do anything. You can kill the arms. I never actually have. It's just the boss. A lot of people really hate this boss. In hard mode, it can summon a bunch of extra enemies to help it. I didn't find it to be that difficult when I did hard mode, but I know some people really do. And now it's flying in the air. So this is where you want to use Aerith because she has ranged attacks. And now it's stopped, but it's floating, so I'm going to use Blizzard. And when you hit it with its weakness, it drops down to the ground.
This one's for you.
They know exactly what they need to do to make this happen.
Keep going. Have Cloud use Focus Thrust again.
One more shot. Tagging out.
I'm actually going to hit this Limit Break, I think. I don't believe there's another thing, so... And the Limit Break just actually took the boss out. And now Cloud's jumping up in the air, killing a bunch of the... Him and Aerith are stopping the boss from shooting stuff at the crowd, and then Cloud just drives his sword straight into the, like, the robot head, and the house blows up, you know, catches on fire. The robot parts are all, like, exuding electricity. So, and then they high five in front of the crowd. The Don Corneo cartoons on the screens are telling great. And we're celebrating. Madam M very fired up. The Honey Boys and Honey Girls are impressed with Cloud as well. Andre's interested.
Awfully rare you showing an interest in someone. What will you do?
There you are. I've been looking for you two. So Madam M wanted me to give you a message. She says you guys did pretty damn good, and that you should swing by her shop when you're done here. Got it? I was also hoping you might be interested in a few more matches here at the Coliseum. Big events like the Corneo Cup are pretty sporadic, but there's always action if you want to get a piece.
So, if you're trying to get everything, you got to go back and do this right away, because this is how you get level 2 limit breaks, and this is the last time Aerith will actually be available to go to the Coliseum, because after this, you don't come back to Wall Market with her and your team, and after you leave and you go to Madam M, you can't come back. The story guides you basically to the end of the chapter. I'm not going to do these right now, because I'm trying to improve the pace that I've been going through the game, because I realize that some of these chapters are quite long, and there's still a couple of side quests I have to do, and then there's the sequence with Andrea, and then at the end of the chapter. So, you know, this could take a little while. So thank you for tuning in to see Cloud face the Hell House and all of the other people in the tournament. We've still got a little bit of a ways to go. Like I said earlier during Chapter 8, the 8 and 9 are really, really long chapters back to back. You know, a lot of running around doing errands for people and stuff. After that, you don't really have to do that many other side quests and things like that unless you want to in Chapter 13. So thank you for tuning in, and have a good evening, and we'll be back soon. So I'm going to save, and that'll be that.
Final Fantasy VII.